So the last thing I want to show you real quick before you move on to your next assignment is how to do something called Sparklines. So we've done charts and stuff like that. Like I can take all this information for expenses, and I can go to the insert tab and I can look at like a chart of what that would look like, right? Okay, maybe I should actually have my labels in here so I could like highlight these, highlight the months up at the top, and create a chart. Okay, seeing those beautiful, gorgeous. But if you just want something like really simple, quick, to show some changes in data to your readers, or even to yourself, you can use what's called Sparklines. So I want to look at like how are my hours looking month to month over time, and I just want to put that right here in column E. I just want it to be small, tiny, something I can see really quick and evaluate. So what I want you to do is find Sparklines. So pause the video here and see if you can find those. All right, so Sparklines are also on the Insert tab, and they're right next to charts. There's tours in the middle, but you've got Sparklines where you can do lines, Sparklines, columns, Sparklines, and win-loss. These are just small, tiny little versions of charts that can appear on your spreadsheet inside cells. So they actually associate with the cell that they're in, and they can be utilized that way. So what I can do is if I want to look at stuff, column charts are for like comparing things, so comparing and contrasting. Line charts are data over time, right? And then win-loss is more like stats and those kinds of things. So I'm going to do a line chart here. I'm going to be clicked in column or in E4. I'm going to do a line chart because I want to chart my anticipated hours. And when you get that, you'll see that E4 automatically gets placed as my location range because that's the cell I was clicked in. Now, if I want to change this cell, I can, delete this and click wherever I want, right? And it'll adjust. But I do want my chart or my little Sparkline chart to exist in E4. The data range is what do you want to chart? What do you want to showcase, right? So I'm going to click in the data range box and I'm going to go grab the anticipated hours. I'm going to click and drag across B4 through D4. And when I do that and I click OK, you'll see it'll make a little line chart. Like it goes up a little bit and then it comes back down. I could compare and contrast like all my different values for my expenses too, right? So I can go here and I can insert a column Sparkline this time in E11 and chart my food and then click OK, and it will show me my various areas. Now, I can also take these, and these can be fill handled too. So I can fill handle this all the way down through miscellaneous and see them. Now, the bars are kind of going to be similar because they all are the same kind of data, but you could essentially compare things across really quickly to see how you're doing. You can change, you can see here, I now have a Sparkline tab where I can change like the color of things. I can highlight the high points. I can highlight the low points. I can add marker colors. I can do Sparkline colors here. I can change and add an axis with all these different types of lots of different little things you can do in here. But you can see here that I can create these tiny little charts really quickly inside of my spreadsheet that will allow me to evaluate my data pretty quickly.